You come home from work. You drop your bag. You crouch down. You grab your dog by the cheeks and pull their face into yours. You squeeze. You kiss the top of their head. You tell them they're the best boy in the universe. Your dog doesn't move. Their tail does a small wag. Their ears go back. They look away. They lick their lips. They yawn. You think they're happy, they're not. What you just watched is your dog telling you in 5 different signals stacked on top of each other that they would like you to stop. You couldn't read it because nobody taught you how. And because they love you, they don't bite. They don't growl, they don't run. They just tolerate. There are 13 things almost every owner does every single day that the dog hates. Not doesn't love, hates. We know because the body language is documented. The cortisol rises, the behavior repeats. And once you can see these signals, you can never unsee them. Let's go through all 13, hugging them. Start with the one that hurts. In 2016, Stanley Coren, a psychology professor at the University of British Columbia, did something nobody had bothered to do before. He collected 250 random photos from the internet of people hugging their dogs. Then he scored every single photo for canine stress signals. The result: 81.6% of the dogs in those photos showed at least one clear sign of stress. Ears flattened back, head turned away, whites of the eyes showing, lip licking, yawning, frozen body. The owners in the photos, smiling. Every single one. Coren's interpretation was straightforward. In a stressful situation, a dog's first defense is to run. A hug removes that option. You have just immobilized a flight animal. The hug to your dog is not a hug. It is restraint. A 2024 follow-up by Elizabeth Walsh at the Cork Pet Behaviour Centre in Ireland reviewed 80 of the most popular dog-hugging videos on the internet. 2/3 of the dogs in those clips responded to being hugged with attempts to nip, bite, or pull away. Most owners laughed and called it cute. It's not cute. It's a panic response with no exit, patting them on top of the head. This is the one nobody believes. A 2014 study by Franziska Kuhne at the University of Giessen in Germany measured the physiological and behavioral responses of pet dogs to different types of human touch. Specifically, where on the body the touch landed. When the dogs were petted on the chest and shoulders, they leaned in. When they were patted on top of the head, they showed appeasement signals. Lip licks, head turns, whale eye. Some yawned, some froze. The reason isn't mysterious. A hand descending onto a dog's head from above is, from the dog's visual perspective, a predator approach. It crosses their face. It blocks their vision. It comes from a height they can't control. Strangers do this constantly. Owners do it casually. Children are taught it's the right way to greet a dog. Your dog's chest is the polite location. The top of the head is the trespass. Staring into their eyes. Soft eye contact between a dog and its bonded owner releases oxytocin in both species. The Nagasawa 2015 study at Azabu University proved that loop. But there's a critical detail in that paper that nobody mentions. The gaze was mutual, brief, soft, initiated by the dog. A hard, sustained stare from a human is the exact opposite signal. To a dog, prolonged direct eye contact at close range is what predators do before they strike. It's also what dominant dogs do before they challenge. Dogs greet each other by approaching in a curve and looking sideways. Direct frontal staring is a confrontation. When you stand over your dog and lock eyes to get them to do something, you are not bonding. You are threatening. Your dog usually responds by looking away, freezing, or if cornered, escalating. Approaching them head-on and fast. Same logic, different action. In 1998, a study by Voss and colleagues tested how 88 dogs responded to 3 types of human approach. A slow, indirect approach with the body angled sideways, a direct, firm approach, and a sudden, fast approach. The slow, indirect approach got curiosity and friendly investigation. The 2 direct approaches got freezing, defensive postures, and in some cases, growling. You see a cute dog on the street. You rush over, you bend down at the waist directly above them. You reach for their face. You have just executed the exact predator approach sequence. The dog's owner laughs and says, "She's friendly." The dog's ears are flattened. The dog is doing math on whether it can escape. The polite human approach to a dog is the side of your body, slightly crouched, hand low and slack, eyes off. Talking in a high-pitched voice without matching it to anything. Here's where it gets unfair. Dogs love dog-directed speech. The Mathevon 2017 study at the CUNY confirmed it. Puppies in particular respond strongly to the high-pitched, sing-song prosody. A 2023 fMRI study by the Andix lab at Eötvös Loránd University in Hungary showed that the same auditory regions in dog brains activate to baby talk that activate in human infant brains. The problem is what comes after, when the high voice is constant and unpaired with anything specific. No treat, no walk, no real interaction. Dogs habituate. They start ignoring it. Worse, when the same high voice is then used to say sit, or stay, or no, the dog has no way to extract the actual command. You think you're being affectionate. Your dog hears constant low information noise. And then, when you actually need them to listen, you've worn out the channel. Save the voice for the moments that matter. Inconsistent rules. Today, the dog is allowed on the couch. Tomorrow, when guests come, the dog is yelled at for jumping on the couch. The dog has no concept of guests. The dog has a concept of, the couch is sometimes allowed and sometimes a punishment. Inconsistent rules are one of the most documented stressors in companion dog behavior research. The work of Karen Overall at the University of Pennsylvania's Veterinary Behavior Clinic has repeatedly shown that unpredictable environments produce the highest cortisol baselines in pet dogs. Predictability is a welfare metric. A dog that doesn't know what gets rewarded and what gets punished lives in low-grade chronic anxiety. The body learns to be braced. You don't have to be strict. You have to be consistent. Pick the rule and hold the line. Dragging them away from smells on the walk. The walk is not for exercise. It is for the nose. A dog's olfactory bulb is 40 times larger relative to brain size than ours. They have 300 million olfactory receptors compared to your roughly 5 million. A 2019 study by Charlotte Duranton at the LECD lab in France showed that dogs allowed to sniff freely during walks displayed measurably more optimistic cognitive bias, a marker of improved emotional state, than dogs walked at heel on a tight leash. Every time you yank the leash to keep moving, you're cutting off your dog mid-sentence. The lamppost they wanted to investigate isn't trash. It is a paragraph of social information about every dog that has passed in the last 48 hours. The fast neighborhood loop tires the body. The sniffing decompression walk tires the brain. Only one of those produces a calm dog at home. Strong smells in the house, citrus diffusers, essential oil plug-ins, pine cleaners, lavender candles, heavy perfume, heavy cologne. Your nose barely registers them. Your dog's nose perceives them at concentrations roughly 100,000 times higher than yours. The 2023 Concha review in the journal Animals categorized strong essential oils, citrus, and synthetic fragrances as documented olfactory aversives in domestic dogs. A dog can't leave the room you live in. The smell that you think makes the kitchen pleasant is a wall the dog can't walk through. Some essential oils, tea tree, peppermint, eucalyptus, clove, are not just aversive, they are toxic to dogs. In concentrations dogs absorb through their pads and lungs every day. Cream color, ventilated, low fragrance. Your nose still works. Your dog's nose stops being assaulted. Disturbing them while they're sleeping, you walk past your sleeping dog. They look cute. You reach down and ruffle their fur. They jerk awake. You laugh. Sleep in dogs is not the same as sleep in humans. Pet dogs sleep an average of 12 to 14 hours a day, but their sleep is more fragmented and includes more REM cycles per hour. Disrupted canine sleep correlates directly with elevated cortisol, reduced learning, and increased reactivity the following day. The Iotchev 2019 study at Eötvös Loránd University showed that even one night of poor sleep impaired the dog's ability to consolidate new learning. Your dog is not on standby. They are actually asleep. Children, waking dogs is one of the most common reported triggers in family dog bite incidents. Let sleeping dogs lie. The phrase exists for a reason. Dressing them up for pictures, the sweater, the hat, the bee costume, the bandana so tight it lifts their ears. A 2017 paper in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior on canine clothing and stress identified 3 immediate response patterns to restrictive clothing in dogs not habituated to it. Freezing, walking with an exaggerated, stiff gait, and attempting to remove the item with mouth or paw. Dogs were not designed by evolution to wear clothes. A coat in genuinely cold weather, applied calmly and removed at home, is a different category. A Halloween costume that pinches under the legs and weighs down the back for a photo is sensory restraint. If your dog freezes in place the moment the costume goes on, that isn't shyness. That is a small mammal evaluating whether the predator has finally caught it. Kissing them in the face. Your face descends onto theirs. Your eyes lock onto theirs at close range. Your teeth, because that is what a dog sees when you open your mouth, appear inches from their muzzle. Even the most tolerant dog freezes during a face kiss. The whites of the eyes appear. The dog leans back almost imperceptibly. If the human were a stranger, the same dog might lunge. But you're not a stranger. You are the safe one. The dog's nervous system runs the calculation, suppresses the defensive response, and complies. The 2024 Walsh review of dog hugging videos found that face-to-face contact triggered the highest rate of nip and bite responses across all studied human-dog interactions. Most of these bites were to children, who copy adult behavior without the protective filter of long bonded tolerance. Your face is not a dog face. Your face is a primate face with forward-set eyes and exposed teeth. To your dog, the kiss is something they choose to survive. Ignoring when they ask for space. A dog gives you the same warning every single time. First a yawn, then a lip lick, then a head turn, then a slow shift of the body weight away from you, then a low groan. Then, if all of that is ignored, a freeze. Lily Chin at the IAABC and Turid Rugas, the Norwegian trainer who first cataloged calming signals in 1997, both documented this hierarchy. The dog has a complete signal chain that says, "I am uncomfortable and would like distance." Every step on the ladder is an attempt to avoid escalating. Children pet through every yawn. Adults push through every lip lick. The dog gets reinforced for being a saint about it. Then one day, after 1,000 ignored requests, the dog skips straight to a snap. Owners say the dog bit out of nowhere. It did not bite out of nowhere. It bit out of 1,000 somewheres that everyone missed. Leaving them alone too long and too often. This is the quiet one. The Cambridge Welfare Survey of 2021 estimated that between 14 and 40% of pet dogs in industrialized countries show clinically significant signs of separation-related distress. Whining, destruction, vocalization, self-licking, house soiling. Most owners only see the destruction when they come home. They miss the 4 hours of vocalization before it. A 2020 study at the University of Bristol used hidden cameras to film dogs alone in the home. The majority of dogs spent the first 30 minutes after the owner's departure in a measurable state of physiological distress. Heart rate elevated, stereotyped pacing, vocalization, then exhaustion, then sleep. A dog is a hypersocial animal selected over 15,000 years to be near you. 8 or 9 hours alone, 5 days a week, is not natural. It is a load the species was never designed to carry. You don't need to quit your job. You need to know it's there. Midday walker, doggy daycare, adopting a second dog, choosing a less needy breed, choosing to acknowledge that your absence is not nothing to them. Look at all 13. Hugging, head pats, eye contact, fast approach, empty baby talk, inconsistent rules, yanking from smells, strong scents, sleep interruption, costumes, face kisses, ignored signals, long absences. Every single one is a thing the human does with affection in their heart. Not one of them is cruel by intent. That is the part that matters. Your dog isn't telling you that you are bad. Your dog is telling you that the language you are speaking and the language they are receiving aren't the same. A 2024 paper by Walsh and colleagues, published in Applied Animal Behaviour Science, concluded with one sentence that should be tattooed somewhere visible. Humans tend not to necessarily understand the body language or vocalizations shown by dogs when interacting with them. That's it. That's the whole problem. We don't read them. They read us perfectly. They have for 15,000 years. The fix is not to stop loving your dog. The fix is to learn what loving them looks like in their own grammar. So the next time you walk through the door, drop your bag, reach for those cheeks, just slow down for 1 second. Watch the body, soft or stiff. Watch the eyes, soft or showing white. Watch the tail, loose wag or low tuck. Watch the breathing, easy or held. Crouch sideways, let the chest come to you. Keep your face out of theirs. Skip the kiss. Let the breathing settle. Then scratch the chest, not the head. Your dog will lean in. That lean is not tolerance. That lean is consent. And the difference between tolerance and consent is everything. If this changed how you greet your dog tonight, subscribe to Fur Logic and drop a comment. Which of these 13 did you do today? I want to know. Be honest. Next video, what happens in the dog's brain in the 30 seconds before you walk out the front door? The footage from owners' hidden cameras shows something almost nobody talks about.